If you are earnest about your career acceleration, you will get it here. I think compared to a lot of internships, you get just as many, if not more, opportunities and material to safely practice professionalism. I'm Alex Lazarov. I'm a solutions architect, also known as systems engineer. I went to the University of Massachusetts Amherst studying biomedical engineering and engineering management. I was only a rising sophomore during the summer of 2020 when I joined the pilot year of the academy. I was pretty ambitious about wanting to get internship experience as soon as possible in my college career. So seeing something like the academy was of interest. It was perfect timing and a good place because, I was too young in my college tenure to be prioritized for any sort of internship for the few internships that were even happening during the pandemic. So it was actually so nice to have a program like the academy pop up. It did feel like a good substitute for getting job experience. It's just you're learning about it on a meta level. I felt it was a fantastic substitution. Before the program, I was worried about what I didn't know. I only have one parent with a corporate job, but it's completely unrelated to my field, so I never really had a figure that I could look up to or just learn about my profession at the time. Something I'm proud of is that I was applying my learnings immediately, and I really wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't. So a lot of the lessons that were taught in the academy, navigating new situations and relationship building, that gave me the confidence to practice networking with the speakers that came in, with the students. I just started doing it. I didn't wait for a job to happen for me to do that. It took meeting the right person in one of the panels during the academy, and I very easily, honestly, got my next internship and eventually what led to this full-time job. It was through having the confidence to network in this academy. It's a lot of those lessons where you learn it in school and in the academy, and they're not directly applicable because it's like I don't have a manager to deal with, but all those came back to me when I started my full-time job and also through the internships. The academy really was just a nice reference that I would go back to as my North Star of sorts. My favorite little thing that I do is just having the confidence to ask for feedback. Something I didn't realize in the corporate world is people don't want to just give you feedback unsolicited. People don't feel like it's their place to comment on others' performance unless you ask. And feedback is the only way to improve. That's something I very quickly learned, especially in my full-time role. Just asking for more frequent feedback directly helped me with both internship and full-time job performance. Your manager might not, especially with soft skill related things, they might not make a comment of it in formal feedback, but if you're like, is there anything else to improve? That's where I feel like a lot of the game-changing soft skills things come out. Like, for example, maybe reduce your filler words a bit more. Maybe you can present it in a different way in person with the way you stand, how you work around the room. It's those sorts of things that people feel more comfortable giving feedback on when you invite them to. One thing I didn't expect was how impactful negotiating would be. The academy was incredibly useful in helping me realize that almost every interaction is a negotiation. And when you learn about the types of negotiations and how to help mutual win, if we can structure something so that both me and my manager, me and my coworker, me and my teacher both get something out of it, it's really effective to just getting stuff you want done and getting the outcome you want. The program helped me feel very confident in my ability to adapt to a fully new environment that corporate America is. And I feel like I did because I had that belief in myself that was instilled in the academy. I had the playbook. I practiced networking and interacting with professionals. So I believed I could, and I did. Rati's levers, all the speaker anecdotes, they were constant reference for me, and that was the body of work I would go to instill professional confidence throughout the internship and going into full-time. Hard skills can only take you so far. For better or for worse, I think in corporate America, you do market yourself like a product to promote yourself. So a product is only as good as you can sell it to others. And that is why you need good soft skills. There's, of course, the angle of what happens when more automation, artificial intelligence comes in and takes away a lot of hard skills as well. Soft skills is the humanity. And if you can improve that, I think that puts you ahead of a lot of people that don't. I'm not joking. The academy really made my professional life easy. I really felt like I was playing it on easy mode. I had this fantastic playbook for me to reference for how I should act professionally because I didn't have someone in my life to help teach me how to do that. I also, through the networking, found out the cheat code of, hey, it's the people you know, not what you know, right? I didn't have to go through the awful trough of applications upon applications and interviews that people have to go through today, and it's especially bad now. It was just through the academy that I got to easily learn these important skills. I didn't have to flounder to figure out these lessons myself. I got to learn from the speakers and from Rati and everyone else involved. And it easily got me into professional opportunity that way. I can't even imagine what it would have been like if I didn't have the academy. I would be in a radically different place. I think the people who will benefit from this program are ones similar to me, where they don't have a mentor or a model in the industry they want to go into. If you are earnest about your career acceleration, you will get it here. I think compared to a lot of internships, you get just as many, if not more, opportunities and material to safely practice professionalism. You get to practice building up your professional confidence. If you take advantage of those opportunities, you'll be way more ahead of your peers who don't, because you get a breadth of industries and different people to talk to than you do at a single company. The one interesting thing about the academy is it did put me on a completely different trajectory than what I set out to do. I was initially interested in working in healthcare, life sciences, so I was a biomedical engineer. For me, I knew I enjoyed engineering, but I enjoy working with people a lot too. I met a biomedical engineer working at my company, which they do the laptops, data center stuff, more like electrical computer engineering if you think about it. I had met that person. I was like, what are you doing there as a BME, you know? And she was like, well, let me tell you about the role of a solutions architect. You get to be technical, but you also get to talk to customers, and it stays dynamic because you're always working with different people. You get to travel, you get to do some business stuff. It's not just being kept up in a wet lab and doing R&D. So being in the academy got me that connection. It also kind of gave me the confidence to be like, sure, why not? Let me just explore this as an internship. And to be frank, being in the field that I am through the academy gave me something that has better benefits, it's better paying, and I think gives me a job that I enjoy more than what I originally had set out in college. It was a risk that worked out really well.